Hi all! The long-awaited New Year's carrots have begun. This time, instead of carrots, there are lucky cards and the event is called the Year of the Dragon shop. Like last time, the event was hidden in the interface, which may not be noticed. This is a small guide to the New Year's event. I hope it will help you. When better to spin? It is always better to wait for the last day in all events, because a spender, flowers or something else may appear in order to close two events at once and get more rewards. In this case, the flowers have already been there recently, and the spender may be due to one of the following events. But developers can always change the order of events. Therefore, everyone chooses to wait or turn right away. How better to spin? Open cards 5 at a time and look at the multiplier. If you get x2, there is no point in buying an additional card. It is better to make more spins than to increase the multiplier from x2 to x3. If you roll x3, then you can buy an additional card if there is a lot of Linari. If there is not so much Linari, then it is not necessary to buy an additional card. If you get x4, then it makes sense to buy an additional card, because there is a chance to greatly increase your rewards by getting x5. How much to spend? The answer will be different for everyone. Depends on what stage of leveling up your account and how much you need to buy in the store. This event is the best of all, because here you can get a very good account boost for cheap and you can get something that you can't get anywhere else, a stone for awakening prisms. But this does not mean that all Linari should be spent here. You need to understand what and how much you need to buy and build on that. On average, the anniversary event costs 25-45k Linari. If you have 30k or less available, then you can spend everything in this event. If it is more, then in each individual case you need to decide what you need to buy and calculate how much Linari it will take. What better to buy? The event store has a large selection. But not all of this is equally useful. There is no universal advice here, because everyone has different leveling and everyone needs different resources. But there are general tips. The most important thing in this event is the stone for awakening the prism, which everyone must buy. It is also important to buy 2 chests with a random legendary medal and pages for a secret tome. Further, it is always worth buying materials for the most recently released mechanics, with rare exceptions, because they will be relevant longer. Currently this is the Ancestral Sanctuary. Next, it's worth buying up materials for older, but still important mechanics, especially if these are rare materials that are difficult to obtain in other ways. At the moment it is prisms and ether. Also at this stage it makes sense to buy totems, except for cases when there are not enough necessary totems. The mechanics, although new, are slightly less relevant than the Sanctuary of Ancestors. Next, it's worth buying up materials for older, but still important mechanics, especially if these are rare materials that are difficult to obtain in other ways. Well, if there are still lucky cards left, then you can buy less rare materials for still relevant mechanics. You can also take fragments for relics, but in my opinion it's expensive. Or you can take Dragon Egg. Everything else is only on your witches. Good luck.
We are looking forward to hearing your feedback, as this will help us make the game experience even better in the future. Don't forget to follow our YouTube channel and Facebook page for the latest news and exclusive rewards. Now go explore the void!